Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm 1000. I'm an artist from Seattle, Washington, and today I wanted to give you a little studio tour. I get a lot of questions about this space, about the gear that I use, about the supplies that I use when I'm making my videos, when I'm making my art. Pretty much a lot of it happens in this room right here, so I figured I would show you around a little bit. So I'm just about to show you around, but first let me just knock out this ad real quick. This video is brought to you by Skillshare. Skillshare is an amazing online learning platform with thousands of tutorials taught by the leading experts in their fields. You can learn all kinds of stuff on there: painting, drawing, making YouTube videos, running your business better. They have classes for all kinds of subjects, all kinds of learning. One class that I was recently checking out that I think you guys might like too is the iPhone filmmaking class taught by Caleb Babick and Niles Gray from Moment. They show you how to just like take this thing that everybody has in their pocket and make super dope videos out of it. I'm gonna show you a bunch of fancy gear in here today, but really, I mean, use your phone, get started, do it. And get this, Skillshare is way more affordable than other classes, especially when you compare it to like in-person classes. An annual subscription is less than $10 a month. So what are you waiting for? It's time for you to start learning some things to further you on your path to your creative destiny. So there's a link down in the description, and the first 1,000 people to click it get 60 days free of Skillshare. That's 2 months. Think about how much stuff you could learn in 2 months. That's crazy. 60 days free. Check out the link in the description. Get signed up to Skillshare and learn some awesome stuff. Thanks Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Boom, baby. All right, let me show you around this place where I make my videos, where I make my art, where I do all of my creative stuff. I spend like 90% of my time in this little room, and I want to show it to you, so check it out. Alright, welcome to the studio. Looks a little something like this. Looks a little something like this. Whoa, totally made myself dizzy. Where to start? So let's start with the camera here. Actually, on the tripod right now is the a6500, which is not my main camera. I'm filming on my main camera, the Sony a6600. And I got the Sony a6600 because like a lot of people said that it wasn't enough of an upgrade from the a6500, which I have. But for me, it solved every single problem that I had with the a6500. One, it has much longer battery life, which is like, especially when I'm filming murals, super duper 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 crucial. Second thing that it solved is that on the a6500 right here, the maximum amount of time that you can record for is 30 minutes. So when I'm like up in a big boom scissor lift and like recording myself painting a mural, I'd have to get down every 30 minutes, restart the camera, make sure it's still filming, and it was just like super annoying. And then the third thing is that the a6600 has like a flip up viewfinder. So right now I'm filming myself and I can see myself right there with the little flip up thing, and the a65 doesn't have that. So it's got longer battery life, can record for longer, and has a flip up thing, and it's like, dope, buy it right now, take my money. But I have this little video monitor here that's super duper useful because I film myself. I don't have anybody who can tell me if I look stupid or not. So this little monitor right here helps me out a lot. It just runs via HDMI into the camera. I've got the 18 to 105 lens on there. It's like pretty wide, and then it can zoom in like super close. And then this is actually the very super newest addition to my setup. It is a Rode NTG3 shotgun mic. So that thing just like stares me right in the face when I'm filming, and it's how I record myself. I've got a long cable that goes all the way behind the couch and all the way through here and all the way over to my little audio interface. And then I got some blankets hanging on the wall right there to try and make it so it's not so much reverb in here. And I have like acoustic foam there, some acoustic foam there, some acoustic foam there, some acoustic foam there, some acoustic foam there. And that's just about trying to like cut down on all the reverb. It's not perfect in here, but it makes it a little bit better so that when I'm recording my voice, it makes it like not sound super amateur. Next, we got these lights right here. Yeah. If I have them set up like this, I find that when I like bounce the light off of the ceiling, it's not so harsh, especially since I'm like super pale. And then when I'm filming my art, I have them like pointing down on either side, like making it super bright on the art. I mean, this room is like actually kind of tiny, so they take up a lot of space. I'm always like stepping over tripods and like dodging light stands and like kicking over my microphone, but not super organized, but it's all got a function. This is a super random shelf of just like a bunch of supplies, very not organized. Glues and varnishes and matte mediums and paints and big paint brushes and small paint brushes and my Stay Wet palette and tools and tape and sandpaper, pencil sharpener, lens wipes, transfer paper, paint markers, stuff. There's the big weird puffin head that I made for that one thumbnail. These are all like gesso and varnish and matte medium, all kind of pre-mixed. This is like my tech shelf of a bunch of gadgets and doodads. Also, like, I'm gonna leave links in the descriptions to all this stuff if you guys want to check it out or like are interested in it. This is the AKG C214. So this mic I use when I'm like making my art on this table right here. It's on a mic stand like right here when I'm doing all those weird voices for my characters and like talking as I'm painting and generally being a buffoon. This is, what is this thing called? It's like a little Movo microphone. I use this especially when I'm like outdoors. It's like a little mic that goes into my camera and I use it for vlogging. Right now I'm using my lapel mic, which looks like this. Whoa. This is like my Zoom H4n. I can run any of my mics into this and it's like a little audio recorder. It also has two built-in condenser microphone stereo and it's got two inputs, so you can record two regular mics and then also the two built-in mics, and it's just like useful for audio. Yeah, I could even go out and like record my own sound effects with this, but I haven't because I'm lazy. This thing is a little camera remote, so I can, if I need to take pictures of myself for a thumbnail, I'm like, this is a little case for my SD cards, which is what my camera records to. I'm super into tech gadgets. I really like them. I like to research them. I like to watch review videos about them. I like to make the decision of what's gonna be the best piece for me. It's fun. I don't know. It's something I'm into. It's a hobby. This camera right here. This is the Sony NEX6. This is the camera that I started my entire YouTube channel with. This is my macro lens. I use that for super close-ups of my painting, usually for like the final shot. This is my 35mm. This has a nice like blurry background, so I use this for like the kind of portrait shots or like the more cinematic kind of like artsy looking shots. Pretty affordable lens too. GoPro handle thingy, bunch of lens caps, GoPro head strap. I use this when I'm like painting murals and it's like first person spray paint cam view. Oh yeah, sweet. This is the kit lens that comes with the A6500 and it's a pretty badass little lens and it's like super small. When I have this lens on this camera, it's like looks dinky. Almost looks like I could just stick it in my hoodie pocket, but it's still powerful. If you can only afford the kit lens, that's fine. You can still make dope videos. And then this is just like battery charging station. So this is like my top-down shooting rig. It's a bar that I built that goes down and there's these pieces of wood that are the feet, and they have this like broken rough edge because when I made it, I couldn't find my saw, so I just broke it. But I have my camera mounted right there with this like special clamp. There's a HDMI cable going out of it and into another one of these monitors so that I can see what I'm painting, what my shot is, and that usually just stays here permanently. This is where my A6500 lives because it's kind of annoying to take it on and off. This is my gimbal, Zhiyun Crane motorized 3-axis gimbal. Use this a lot for like the final shots of a mural. Super steady cam. I don't use it that much in the house. Usually I'm just on a tripod, but this thing is really useful when it's really useful. iPad Pro. This is like my main drawing, digital inking tool lately. I just love it. It's the 2019 iPad Pro 12.9 inch with the Apple Pencil 2. Super implemented it into my workflow. And this table is just caked with 100 projects worth of paint. Probably way more than 100. I've done so many pieces on this table. This like beefy cable right here is actually a super long HDMI cable, and it goes into a capture card because it plugs into my camera and I want to live stream here on YouTube or maybe on Twitch. And then this is like a webcam. So this would film my face and then this would film the art. And I got got it all set up and it worked, and I'm just like trying to work up the nerve to live stream because it makes me nervous. Like with this, I have the power to edit, and live streaming is live. I don't know, let me know in the comments if you want to see me live stream. This is a big crate of art supplies that I use very regularly. Golden fluid acrylics, there's a nasty cup of paint water. These are some skateboards that I have designed. There's another one. That's when I was on the cover of the local newspaper, they used my art. This is a collaboration between me and an artist homie named Ego. I like sketched out the character, and he's an incredibly phenomenal painter, and he painted it, and he's super dope. His Instagram is Lord Ego 1 or something like that. This is a Mondo poster of Legion, super dope show. That's a piece of fan art that somebody painted for me. Mythic Apex, I think is their name. Another piece by Ego. The desk. This is where the real magic happens. This is where I make all of my videos, where I handle all of my business, where I make music from time to time. This is my MacBook Pro, I want to say 2017 maybe. I don't use this very much. I only use this when I'm traveling really, but I use this for years and years and years. This is what I used to edit my videos on, but it just doesn't have enough power for what I'm trying to do. This PC that I built, you guys might have seen the video. I custom built a PC and painted it, and that is that's my PC right there. It's super gangster. I couldn't tell you all the specs off the top of my head, but it's built specifically for editing videos. These are my near field studio monitors. They're by KRK. They're called the Rocket 8s. When I'm mixing the sound on my videos and when I'm making music and just in general, these are awesome. There's a bunch of toys that I have, just a bunch of knickknacks and doodads and toys and stuff. That's where my iPhone lives. That's a little wireless charger. Very, very useful. Mechanical keyboard, mouse. I think they're both by Logitech. This is a Dell 4K monitor. I'm not going to be able to remember the model number, but it's really highly rated for design work and true color accuracy, which is a lot of what I do on here. This is my Focusrite 18i8 audio interface, and that's where I plug in all my mics. That's where the speakers go out of. This is how I record sound into my computer and how sound comes out of my computer to my speakers. Hard drive. Back there's like a MIDI controller, which is how I control my virtual instruments and make beats and stuff. This is my graphics display. It's a tablet that I draw on, color on, use Photoshop with. It's an XP Pen Artist 16 Pro. I used to use it for a lot more stuff, but now that I have my iPad Pro, I mostly use it for digital coloring, when I'm shading, when I'm doing more of like the shadows and the highlights and the actual like painting of my illustrations. That's when I use this because I control Photoshop with it. But the sketching and the inking and a lot of the other stuff I do on the iPad. So this is kind of my couch. It ends up just catching a lot of stuff. Like this is the cleanest you'll see it, and it's still got stuff on it. This is a illustration I did of Willie Nelson, and Willie Nelson actually signed it for me. That's kind of a prized possession of mine. This thing is very useful. It's like a wheeled sort of toolbox thing, but when I'm painting murals, that's where I put all of my golden fluid acrylics and paint cups and paint brushes, and it's very, very useful. Adobe Premiere is my main like video editor of choice. I record my microphone straight into an audio program called Pro Tools. Oh, I forgot to show you this. This is my Shure SM7B. This is what I record most of my voiceover on. Like, yeah, this thing is on a pretty cool boom arm by Blue Microphones, and I just bring it down here, and I'm like, yeah, what up? What up? Hey, what's going on? And it's like, that's what goes on, so it's cool. It's random pieces of fan art up in here that you guys have sent me. I look at those and I'm like inspired to keep grinding it out and keep working hard to make dope content for you guys, because it reminds me that the dumb stuff that I do in this little room, like somehow, sometimes has an impact on other people's lives, which is like probably the most special thing about doing any of this stuff. And then lastly, I wanted to do a quick tour of our shipping area. This is here in our garage. This is where we send out all the merchandise from for you guys. So here we have a big painting going out, 1 box, 2 box, 3 box, 4 box, 5 box, 6 box, 7 box, 8 boxes of packages that need to go out today. So right when I'm done filming this clip, I'm gonna throw on my mask and my gloves, run down to the post office and drop all those off. This back here is where Chelsea kind of hangs out all day, packing up orders, sending out you guys customer service emails, answering questions. This is her little station, shelving units. And then this is like where a lot of the t-shirts are folded up, lots of shelves of t-shirts, bunch of stuff, more shelving units, got a bunch more hoodies here, more shelves and boxes of t-shirts, more t-shirts there. Bunch of shipping supplies. We got like poly bags, bunch of tubes to send out prints, shipping labels. This is pretty much what Chelsea does all day, every day. So send her some love, because this is not necessarily the most fun job, but it's how we support ourselves, and you guys definitely show us so much support. So it's all DIY, it's all mom and pop, it's all us sending all this stuff out. So yeah, I just wanted to show you the little shipping area, because that's kind of part of the studio too. So yeah, boom. Well, that's it for this one. Thank you guys for taking a quick peek inside my studio and taking a look around at my setup in this weird room where I come up with dumb video ideas. If you like this video, leave a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not already, and you can even ring the bell if you want to know exactly when the next video is coming out. Thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. If you guys want, you could check out my website, 1000art.com. I got all kinds of t-shirts and hats and hoodies and all kinds of stuff that I designed, my art, on there. Check it out, 1000art.com. Thank you so much to my patrons who support me on a monthly basis and make videos like these and all the other crazy videos I do on my channel possible. This is a little bit of a different video for me, kind of more chill, but I just wanted to share some of this stuff that I got going on, maybe share a little bit of information. I know there's a lot of people who hit me up regularly and say, hey, how do I start a YouTube channel? How do I whatever, and yeah, some of the stuff I got going on. So thank you guys for watching. My name's 1000. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out. Boom.